Hi, I'm Simon Rushton and this is Taxi Chronicles podcast. On this podcast, we spontaneously interview unsuspecting passengers with their permission, allowing them to share their intimate life stories and concerns. As our slogan states, real riders, real stories. Some riders prefer to be anonymous, while others ask me to tell their story later on. Either way, there are all genuine 5 to 10 minutes stories, so sit back and enjoy this episode. Hi, and yes, today we have Nancy in the car. She works in bridal wear and she's going to tell us about the industry and what it's like and give a behind the scenes feel to it and how she got into it. And what motivates her to come into work every day and, help fulfill people's dreams. So Nancy, over to you.
Hi. Hello.
Hi, go on Nancy, don't.
So I started working in bridal around February, and it's a totally different field for me. I used to be in the shoe industry, so working with sneakers and everything, and I just got bored of that. So I thought, let me just try and find something different, exciting. So got into bridal. So far it's going good. Obviously lockdown happened, so I didn't really get to get into it properly. But since reopening in June, it's been great. And making people smile every day is beautiful. You connect with the brides, which is really, really nice. I even got emotional a few times.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you found more people are wanting to get married, and did you have any cancellations because after the lockdown people say, I'm not marrying him?
Yeah, no, do you know, a lot of weddings actually got cancelled, not just because of COVID, in general, people just cancelling their weddings, a lot of people. And obviously with COVID as well, a lot of people had to cancel their weddings, and wedding insurance wasn't covering COVID, so a lot of people lost out on money. And a lot of people getting married abroad, in Italy, which was literally the worst place.
So you have wedding insurance?
Yeah.
I'd never heard of that.
For venues and stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
Why do you need insurance for that?
For venues, if anything happens. But there was
surely the people you rent the venue from,
yeah,
they have public liability.
But their insurance probably wasn't covering COVID.
Oh, okay.
And stuff like that. So that's what the brides were saying anyways. But they were yeah, wedding insurance is not covering COVID. So yeah, but a lot of places have been willing to postpone the weddings, move it to next year. So
okay.
Which is quite nice.
So rather than annoy people, upset the customer,
yeah,
they do a compromise. They know
exactly.
They're going to have to lose some money, but they rather keep business going in the long run.
Exactly. So that's what's been happening.
You spoke about getting emotional. What are the kind of things you get emotional? I'm not very emotional at all in that sense, so I'm trying to understand here.
So I had a bride who basically, she was, her mum came with her and she found the dress basically, and then she FaceTimed her grandma and her granddad, and who was back at home in the Caribbean, and I was literally just trying to FaceTime the grandma so she can see the wedding dress and everything, and the grandma just kept being really excited, saying, oh my god, you look beautiful. She started getting emotional and I started crying because I was thinking about my grandma who passed away. It was just, and also it was in the morning, so every morning I tend to get a bit emotional. So,
okay,
yeah.
Okay, you learn something every day. Is that a thing for all women in the morning? You're emotional?
I feel your moods are just low, I don't know, everything's a bit slow in the morning, so it's yeah, not all women, but depends.
Okay, so I'm a morning person, so I'm just up, bam, bada bing, bada boom.
I'm not a morning person, but I know I have to get things done, so I just crack on with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you're a manager in the place?
Yes, assistant manager.
Okay. How are you motivated? What motivates you? Because it's a specific.
I have a great team.
You have a great team.
I have a really great team. I feel I got lucky everywhere that I've been. I've got a great team so far. So, and I just work with females. So you understand each other. It can go obviously left or right, but you understand each other. The workplace is clean. It's just it's nice. It's a nice environment to be in.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's good.
Where I used to work though, it was more like a mixture of different people, like guys, girls. I used to be the store manager there, and then I used to just have fun with my team. Like, it's just different. Like, where I am now, it's more structured compared to where I used to be. Like, before, I can just pretty much do what I wanted to do.
Were they all students?
Yeah, that's what it was, where I used to work before.
Okay, yeah, because students are very...
laid back,
yeah,
right?
laid back. They don't really care. It's not their career job.
It's true.
That kind of thing.
It's true.
Mm-hmm. What company was that? Was that like Foot Locker or something?
No, it's like a family-run business. It's like a small business. It's like Shoe, but it's different. Okay. They sell like different designers and everything. But it was like a great company to work for because they appreciated me a lot, which is good.
Okay, yeah. So, you put value in this.
Yeah.
The staff, you get good. You give out good service.
Yeah, 100%.
And all of those kind of things.
Yeah, I only moved on because I just felt like I wasn't not progressing, but my life. I just felt like I wasn't doing.
Stagnating?
Yeah, I just felt like I wasn't doing anything that was pushing me. So I was like, let me just go to a different field, learn new stuff, and then. Yeah, I mean, retail's not really for me, but for now, it's working.
So, what would you say you've learned about the bridal industry or retail in general since?
What I learned is you just have to just get on. Like, that's with everything in life as well. Like, you just have to get on. Don't complain about stuff. Like, if you're not happy, just do something about it. That's literally one thing that I've learned. Like, don't complain. Just, it's either you're not happy, you move on, or you just stay there and just basically shut up.
So in the bridal industry and what you're doing, is it young people as well?
It's different.
It's different.
It's younger people.
So what would you say is the difference between the millennials and the older generation today in working with them?
It's not much difference because I don't really work with older people.
Okay.
Like, I just work with like people around my age or just younger, a bit younger. But I would say, like, when I was working with the younger lot, like the people who was going to school and everything, it was just it was fun because it was just like they're just coming into work and then you're enjoying. It was different. It was just different. I can't explain it. It's just different.
Okay. So the price of a wedding dress, what's the price of a wedding dress today?
So the good thing is the company I work for is actually like they do affordable dresses for everyday like general people. So it's not like expensive. You would think that a wedding dress is like 1,000 plus, but the company I work for is actually like starts for $599, $490
for one dress.
Yeah.
Are you gonna wear it once?
Yeah. What?
I ain't never getting married.
That's why you're not meant to. Yeah, you're only meant to do it once.
No man, forget that.
$599. That's quite cheap. Some wedding dresses cost like 32 grand.
So how much is the do you do tuxedos as well?
No, we just do like wedding dresses.
I bet tuxedos cost like 50 quid.
No, probably. I mean, if you want to get the right one.
Well, what do you mean? It's just a suit, isn't it?
If you want something that fits well, it's different. Like, if you want to look sharp, it's different.
See, I told you you'd thought about this all before. You told me no.
No.
You planned your own wedding already, boy. Be careful, guys.
I haven't.
Are you single?
No, I'm not single.
Okay, so...
I'm definitely not thinking about any... No, not yet. One day, though, of course.
Yeah, and then you'll just bring out your black book of everything you've planned, you've been pictured for. Okay. So a wedding, you said a wedding dress starts from $599. What can they go up to?
It can go up to grand, like 32 grand, like a lot of money. Like, literally, like before working there, I thought like every wedding dress was like 2,000 plus. Like, yeah. But the company I work for, they really, really make it affordable for everybody to buy. So, yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's good. And what about a whole wedding function? Do you cater for that as well?
No, we don't. We only just provide wedding dresses and accessories and like flower girl dresses, bridesmaids dresses, and that's it really.
So everything for the woman?
Exactly.
Because it is her day. It's
her day. Without her, there's no wedding, so, you know.
Do you get customers that keep on coming in who, like, when I say keep on coming in, I mean customers who are divorced but come back for a new wedding dress because they're getting married to someone else? Have you ever had that?
I've never had it because I haven't been there for that
Oh,
long.
yeah,
However, probably does happen. It probably does happen. So I get brides who come back who are like happy that they're not getting married. So
Yeah, I was going to say, that's my next question. Do you get domestics?
no. Not that we don't get too much details like that. But yeah, we don't get too much information like that. Like in terms of like what's the reason why they're not getting married. We just ask like vaguely, like, oh, what was the reason for your refund or whatever. They just say, yeah, wedding's cancelled.
Or they don't say, you see the fact my best friend's not here? Exactly. Say no more.
Yeah.
Say no more. Yeah.
It's a different field.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Does the whole concept put you off weddings?
Not really. Like, I've never been the person to think about weddings anyways. Like, if I get married, I get married. But I'm not like, oh my God, right now anyways, I'm just like, I'm not in a rush for nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
What's the future for Nancy?
Good question. Well, obviously, when COVID finishes, then I'll have a future, I think. I'm just waiting for COVID to like finish, but right now I just don't know what I want to do. I know I want to have my own business, have my own things going on, and just not be working for someone for the rest of my life, really.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a goal for me.
Do you do any other things on the side, like the YouTube, Instagram?
I don't do YouTube. I can't with the whole social media thing. I can't be a influencer, stuff like that. I just like sneakers, so I collect sneakers.
Yeah, but you could talk about them.
I can, but I don't like my own voice. So the fact that I'm even doing this right now, I probably wouldn't want to know what I sound like.
But curiosity would kill you.
Probably.
And you'd ask your partner or your girlfriend, listen to it. Did I say anything wrong? What do you think? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but I can't. Like, I've always said, oh yeah, imagine me doing YouTube, but it's not something I would be like, yeah, I can definitely do.
I interviewed some girl, well, young couple. She's 17, he's 18, and she was on 10 grand a month.
That's crazy.
And she's upset because other people earn 20 and 50.
But
And that's before the sponsors are even giving you clothes and stuff to wear.
So she's upset.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I mean, if you're working hard, you have every right to be upset.
Well, she said it's a job, but it's, and she had an agent or a manager, so the manager was taking his cut before he gave her money.
Oh wow.
So you can imagine how much she really earned.
Does she have to? Do you have to have a manager for stuff like that?
No, but she dropped out of school early.
Oh, so she feels like she needs one.
Well, she was 13 when she started on YouTube.
Oh, 13. How old is she now?
She's 17 now.
Oh, okay.
But she,
That's
managers
good, though.
approach you. What it is, if you go on YouTube, the way she's explaining, that managers come on to you, or see how many subscribers you got, see how many views you're getting. So you can YouTube and they'll just come out to say, listen, I'm a manager. I can get you people who are interested in you, and I'll take a percentage. And so that's a business in itself. You just sit on YouTube and look to see who's doing what and be their manager, and then take a cut. And they've done the work, really. You just introduce them to people you have on there in that respect. So
That's good.
So what impact does Nancy want to have on the world?
I really want to do something back home to for my own country.
And where's
like West Africa, Ivory Coast.
Okay.
So I would really like, one of my mum's dreams, which is part of my dream as well, is like have like a house where older people can go to and like get fed, like, and
like an open door old people's home.
Because obviously my gran, she was back home, and she basically, once we came here, she passed away, because pretty much we don't have a big family back home.
Mm-hmm.
So when you don't have a lot of people around you when you're older, you tend to be like neglected.
Yeah, you die of loneliness.
Exactly. So that's what I would like to do one day.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously start back home, because that's, the route. And that's what I would really, really want to do. And obviously if I was rich, I would love to, actually not if I was rich. When I get rich, I would like to, feed the less fortunate, have an impact on these people.
That sounds interesting. You may be interested in my other podcast, Africa Investor Stories, which is on the back of the card. It's all about real investors with real stories, and I interview them from around the world, and I also give my own experience from investing in Africa.
That's good. Where are you from?
My parents are Jamaican.
Okay.
But I ended up there after the military.
Okay.
And I did private security and stuff.
Oh, cool.
And then I ended up in Kenya, in East Africa.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. But my heritage is from Senegal area prior to the whole slave trade.
Okay.
The majority of that, yeah. So I did my DNA thing.
Does that actually work?
Well, I paid my money and they gave me results, so I can only assume it does, and stuff. I've heard there's many white people who want to do it as well, to know what part of Europe they come from and all of those kind of things. So yeah, it's a big business, somewhat of a big business now.
Yeah, I think I'm alright knowing I'm from Ivory Coast and
I wouldn't bother, because if you're like direct African, you know your tribal history within reason. Maybe I know tribes intermingle at times due to what have you, but you know generally the land is Africa and the land is a certain region. Yeah. And so you'll be happy with that. But anyway, Nancy, been much appreciated, this interview.
Thank you.
Do you want to promote your business, or the business, or are you happy?
For now I'm okay until one day.
Okay.
One day.
Okay.
And thank you so much.
All right then. Well, have a nice day.
You too.
We hope you liked that episode. Keeping in mind we never know who we're going to interview. We post twice a day, 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. GMT. Have you ever considered the future economies to invest in? Why not listen to our sister podcast, Africa Investor Stories? Considering Africa has the fastest growing economies and population on Earth, and has done for many years, it holds 30% of the world's known natural resources. We publish twice a week, Tuesday with a guest investor, and Fridays talking about investment, politics and history, providing a clear understanding for any potential investor.